we got to talk to our guy down here because I know, ladies and gentlemen, our quarterback, my quarterback, he might be on his way out. I understand this is a business. I get it. Sam, you're still my guy. Let it be known, okay? But I am definitely open to other opportunities because, like I said, we got so much in front of us. So I'm going to bring it to my guy, Alex Stevens, first because the only one pick is above us, and that's the Chicago Bears, and they have a quarterback in Justin Fields. And, Alex, man, you feeling like we need to be talking to them. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. A lot of people have been telling me that I've been tripping on this one, but a lot of people liking it. A lot of Washington fans are liking it, and a lot of people want to stick with Sam Howell. A lot of people want to draft Drake May. I've been hearing a lot of people saying Drake May a lot, but I've been saying Justin Fields, man. I've been saying Justin Fields, and I think if this coaching staff in this new GM is if they're not Adam Peters and whoever our new coach is, if they're not feeling Sam Howell, this is the direction I will go. I wouldn't go Drake May, Caleb Williams, and none of them at number 2. I wouldn't do that. I would go with this if they're not sold on Sam Howell. Now, if they are sold on Sam Howell, build around Sam Howell, I'm all with it. But if they're not, Justin Fields, we should trade for him.
Now, what do you think the asking price for Justin Fields is going to be? And not what you think he deserves, but what the Chicago Bears are going to be looking for.
I would have to say a late first. I would be sure. When they drafted him, what was it, 11th pick in the first round? Yeah. So I would say if a team a late first or whatever, they probably would look for that, but I don't think no NFL team is going for a late first. I don't think so. They was talking about Atlanta, rumors about Atlanta wanted them at number because Atlanta's at number 8, and they were trying to say that they would get rid of their first 8. And I just don't believe that because Atlanta, I think this year only got 20-something mil in cap, or right around close to 30. And you got to sign. Mia Ad was just talking about that. You got to sign his 5th-year option when you grab him here eventually. And his 5th-year option is, I think it's 23 million. I think, yeah. Somewhere around there. So whatever team, but I think he's worth, if it was me, I think he's worth either a 2nd or a 3rd, probably add another 5th in there or something, 4th in there, somewhere around there. Yeah, absolutely.
What you think, man? What you think?
I'm trying to see, I'm looking at Atlanta has, according to Spot Rack, Atlanta has almost 30 million in cap. And
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that'll hurt them right there.
Right. I mean,
have to sign Justin until next year, and I think they would have to try. I think the Bears will have to try and trade him, in order for the value to be there. Try to trade him before the 5th-year option deadline it comes up. So they're gonna try to do that quick, and it's going to be coming up soon. I believe the deadline's March, I want to say. So I'm not quite sure, but they're going to do this as soon as possible, guys.
Yeah.
Like, signing Alex Smith soon, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about Atlanta. I don't see it possible of them getting rid of their number 8th pick. And like you said, Ab, they only got close to 30 mil, and then they got to sign that 5th year. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think the reason why us is because we're either 1st or 2nd in cap space this year. We got a lot of cap, and this is not mentioned. We got about, I don't know. I was reading articles online, so I don't know exactly how much we had, but as far as I know, I think we're around 70 something, so 78, close to 80. But that's not mentioning the people we cut. We ain't cut nobody because once we cut Leno and Logan, I don't think they're gonna be here. 30-some years old. I think they're probably gonna be gone. You cut them guys, then and they eating up a whole lot of that cap. So as far as I know, if we cut some veterans and stuff like that, we're gonna be close to 100 mil, and maybe even over. So I just think it would be smart for us to do it. And I was saying this, remember that we got Chicago's second pick for Montez Sweat. We can even give it back to him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to get rid of our number 2 pick. Then number 2 pick, we don't have to go quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So
my concern, number one, we talking about having to pay him, some kind of exorbitant, a couple 23 mil, whatever. I don't want to get in another situation like Carson Wentz, where we having to pay him and this and that. And the reason why I'm saying that, because make no mistake about it, I'm a huge Justin Fields fan. I was very happy for them when he went to Chicago and thought he was going to be the turnaround, but
right.
Chicago didn't do barely anything to help him. My question would be, if he does, why do we want to go after somebody if the team that he's on is kind of treating him like trash and they're saying we don't even want him? That's where I'm kind of like, all right, let me look a little deeper in to see what is it. I mean, we know the skill set and how good he is, but how big are his issues is what concerns me.
Well, that's what I'm saying about. I just don't think he put enough out there. They didn't build enough around him. That's what I believe. Mind you, they got DJ Moore for him and stuff, and he slowly started getting better. Especially at the end of the season, y'all saw that he started looking real good. They don't really have a good offensive line either. They just, they slowly, once they traded for Sweat and stuff, like the team started getting their mojo on, and Fields started showing some spark at that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason why I don't think they're sold on Justin Fields is just because these coaches, they got to get this right. They definitely got to get this right. They messed up on not getting Pat Mahomes, and they got Mitch Trubisky. So if they mess up on Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams is this big thing that's supposed to happen, they really gonna be hurt. Because mind you, they got the first pick, so they're really in control of anything. So they don't want to mess this up.
Yeah. What'd you think, Ab?
So to me, this is a strategy thing. Honestly, to me, I like the strategy of it. Like this tells everyone that the number we trade for him, because this gives us the power in the draft. So everyone knows once he's traded what the number 1 pick's going to be.
Right.
So that puts everything on us. That gives us the power, and people trying to trade up for us. And we're like, look, we don't even have to take a quarterback here, but we can't. You know what I'm saying? People are going to sell their mamas for this pick. So I'm like trying to tell you, like, this is a strategy. And and honestly, it doesn't even have to be trading for Justin Fields. If a certain quarterback wants to come back home where he started, he's a free agent, like, you know what I mean? Like, he could sign maybe 2 years here, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could also happen too.
I know you're not talking about Kirk Cousins.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Does he want to come back? Does he want to come back, though?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. With all the money we got, and we can't lie. Yeah. Kirk Cousins is a stand-up, good quarterback, good to great quarterback, and we cannot lie about that. So I'm
the best QB we had in a while.
Yeah, Justin Fields or Kirk Cousins. I'm trying to tell you this, but Justin Fields kind of forces the play of getting the power in the draft. And honestly, I'm all about that. I'm all about the power and everybody looking to us, looking to trade up to us. And honestly, I've done huge mock drafts, and I just get crazy with it, man. Like I be like trading back 4 times in the first round. Like I'm that guy, man. I'm like collect all these first round picks, because anything in the top 10 is another first round pick.
Right.
Hey, let me hold on. Let me say this about the Kirk Cousins thing. I think the Kirk Cousins thing, he would be, if we go that free agent route, I think he would be the best one, even over Russell Wilson. But I feel like we backtracking, and the reason why I feel like we backtracking is because when it comes to Russell Wilson, because there was some fans saying, why don't we just get Russell Wilson? I don't feel like that's a smart move because y'all remember we had Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz played for the Eagles, then he played for the Colts, and then he played for us. Third time's a charm? No, it ain't. It ain't a charm. It didn't work. Same thing with Russell, right? I mean, obviously he played for Seattle. He got a Super Bowl, and then eventually at the end of with Seattle, he went to Broncos. That ain't working. Now, third time's a charm. With a different team? Don't come to Washington. We don't want that. So same thing with Kurt. I just do not feel like third time's a charm when it comes to Washington. I just don't see it happening. I don't want that.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you what you talked about Russell and you talked about Carson Wentz. Look at their second destination. Carson with the Colts, who albeit he had a 27-7 season, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but he also had an epic collapse towards the end of that season with a playoff caliber team. And then we go to Russell Wilson, who did absolutely nothing in Denver. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying this, and I understand that both of those situations, you're in here 1 year and you got to learn the system. And that is the big thing for me with Justin. Because if he's just starting to learn their system and then he comes over to us, he's going to have to reset and learn that system. And if we really, whoever we bring in, unless this guy is brilliant, his football IQ is through the roof, they're going to have to take some time to learn what EB system or whoever is in here running the plays. They're going to have to take time to learn that system. And I just don't, go ahead.
Good. My bad. What? My bad, Sean. I'm gonna let you finish. But what I was trying to say was, then this is what I think it will make easier for Justin Fields. Are you ready? I think if we did get Justin, now mind you, if Adam Peters and whoever our coach is, everybody keeps saying Ben Johnson. Let's say we do have Ben Johnson. Let's just say that, right? Let's say we do have Slowick. Okay, these are great offensive mind guys, right? It seems like it. That's what everybody keeps talking about. Okay, y'all saw what Slowick did with CJ Stroud. I mean, that might have been more CJ, but hey, Slowick, he balled out. Okay. When it comes to Ben Johnson, you see what he's done with Jared Goff. You see what he's done with the wide receivers. You see what he's done with these running backs. I think if we get Ben Johnson, Jahan Dotson career will even spark even better. Okay, I think he will put Jahan Dotson in the right position for him to be successful. That being said, when it comes to Justin Fields, if Adam Peters sits down with Ben Johnson, is like, hey man, can you get Justin Fields at the highest ceiling? Can you put him in the right scheme? This man has, I mean, he's very, very athletic. Can we work this dual threat quarterback to make him, can we get the pieces around him? All right. If Ben Johnson says, yes, I can do that, cool. We trade for him. We keep the number 2 pick, right? And at number 2, Ab, I know you like to trade back and stuff. Or, right, it's going to take some time. I know everybody wants to go to the playoffs next year and stuff. Listen, it might take some time. I think at number 2, you get the best guy off the board. You already know Caleb Williams going number 1. Okay. You get number 2, you get the best wide receiver out the draft. Okay. Hold on. Listen. Listen. Look. Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay. You get that man. So you for Justin Fields, okay, you'll have obviously Brian Robinson at running back. You'll have Terry McLaurin on the side. You'll have Marvin Harrison Jr. on the other side. You'll have Jahan Dotson. Man, he would feel more comfortable. He would feel relaxed. I know the O-line, but hey, we got cap room, people. We got cap space. Now, I'm not saying that every O-line is going to be in free agency. We're going to have to draft some. But
hey, this is what I'm going to say. I'm gonna let you. Yeah. I was gonna say I will let you go, Ab, because that's the perfect segue into your segment. So say your piece and then segue into the draft. Because this man, oh my goodness, he got a theory too. Everybody got theory.
All right. So second pick, you do trade back. Honestly, my prediction. There's going to be top 3 are going to be quarterbacks taken off the board. You could go number 4. We can trade back to number 4. Arizona's not going to trade up for, so Arizona's number 4. So number 4, that's where I see Marvin Harrison coming off the board. That's where I see him to Arizona, and I think Hollywood Brown as a free agent also this year. So yeah, I just it's too perfect for Arizona to pick him up.